Speaking of big tech, our next guest believes that results will be better than expected this week, reiterating his call from earlier that tech stocks rally will be double digits maybe. Top tech pick remains Apple. Let's bring in Dan Ives, Wedbush Securities Managing Director of Equity Research here at Post 9. Good to have you, Dan.
Good to be here.
There was a notion last week that a lot of these mega cap tech names, they don't need to crush it. Just come in, meet with an affirmation of guidance. Would you agree with that?
I would. I mean, I think I would say it's not roses and champagne in terms of the macro. I think better than feared is what we're going to see from both digital advertising as well as especially cloud and enterprise. And I think there's going to be less reasons for bears to ultimately really be negative on tech. And that's really our call. I think it's going to be a green light going into earnings.
What have you made of just the hand-wringing about Azure, for example, and growth there? What's the number that they need to surpass in Azure growth?
I think 27, 28% sort of line in the sand in terms of growth. I ultimately believe it could have a 3 in front of it because what we're seeing are share gains versus AWS, and they're in their core enterprise backyard. That's why Nadella right now flexing the muscles, not just on ChatGPT and AI, but in terms of cloud. I believe Microsoft, really starting to get momentum here despite the macro.
You said they're taking share from AWS because there's a lot of hand-wringing there about what that AWS growth rate is going to be for Amazon, which could hold the key to that stock.
Well, I think overall, if I look at cloud, from AWS to GCP to ultimately Microsoft, I think we saw a little on IBM. I mean, cloud, we saw a pretty significant tick up in close rates in February and March from what we saw in January, and that stayed through April. You think about the guidance, they ripped the Band-Aid off when they gave guidance, cut costs significantly, and I think ultimately we're going to see slight tick-ups relative to expectations. And I think going into this year, I mean, the New York City cab driver was bearish on tech. I think I can tell you most of the investors I talk to, they hate the rally, still negative, and then it's just going to check another box off.
I've seen some desk commentary this morning that says, is the layoff OpEx trade getting into its late innings? Or are there still companies that doubled headcount every few years that still that could benefit from that trade?
Yeah, I think it's on two sides. Look, a lot of these tech firms, tech stars, they were spending money like 1980s rock stars. And I think you're starting to see the cost cuts probably in the 7th, 8th inning. But then on the other hand, you have AI. I think a big theme over the next week or two is going to be this Game of Thrones going on in AI in terms of not, of course, Microsoft and Nadella are leading, but what is Google doing? What's Amazon? Apple, I think they're going to talk about as well as at WWDC, because this is going to be a real monetization trend rather than hype, and that's what we think. I think enterprise will be massively bigger than consumer in terms of the AI.
That's interesting because some ask, what is Apple's AI strategy? Are they waiting in classic Apple fashion for their second mover strike advantage?
It's classic Cupertino and Cook. I mean, they're ultimately going to, I think, start to tip the hand a little next week, and then really at the Worldwide Developer Convention in June, that's where they're going to talk more about it, because Apple, we believe they spend $7-8 billion on AI, and I think that's going to be significant in terms of that golden ecosystem that they could sell into.
But what are investors' expectations here at this point for any of these names on AI? They've all done some of them have done the announcements, right? When do you actually start to see the monetization, as you say, if it is a game changer?
I think it starts tomorrow with Nadella on the conference call, because I think we're starting to see, especially on the enterprise, not just on the consumer search, they're now looking toward monetization on the enterprise. And that, when you look at cloud, you look at what Jassy is going to do in AWS, Google clearly is looking at this. I think enterprise, in terms of the processing power, that's going to be the key. That's what I view as the green field, not necessarily just on the consumer side, on enterprise. I think it starts with Nadella talking about tomorrow.